luck, everybody. All right, we'll start with the blasters and then work our way around to that mosaic hobby. Good luck, all. Appreciate you guys. All right, empty box. It'd be nice to see a case hit. We need to see a case hit today, don't you think? Don't you think? All right, there's a Puka on the National Pride. We got Dwight Freeney on the Epic Performers Mosaic, starting us off today. Hey, B-Wax. Hope you're doing good, buddy. We are just getting started. All right, we got Javon Baker for New England, Malik Neighbors on the Notoriety, and a Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers. We like it. Hey, what's up, J-Mac? Hope you guys are doing good. Tom Flores Hall of Fame. Jalen Polk for New England. We got Kinchins for the Rams on the Mosaic. Cooper Kupp on the Notoriety. And a Kid Reporter. All right. Marshawn Lloyd on the debut for Green Bay. And Josh Jacobs for Green Bay. It's a Green Bay pack. I think I can live with that, Stinky. I can live with that. I'm kind of surprised Seattle was okay with that deal. MVP and all. Khalil Mack on the National Pride for the Chargers. Thrash for the Browns. Mr. Goff on the Mosaic. And a Debo on the Epic Performers. Although, it seems like running backs never fare too well in Kansas City. So, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. BTJ for the Jags. We like. We approve. We got Michael Hall for the Browns. And Carlson for the Raiders on the green. No case hit in that one. All right, Prism. It's time for some discos. I'd like to see a Drake May disco, please. Well, they're going to pay somebody. You might as well pay somebody you can trust. All right. We got Ray Davis for Buffalo. Look at that. Silver Brock Bowers variation. That's a beaut. We like that. And a Mike Evans. Yeah, how about Mike Evans, too? Running off. Yeah, Charbonnet. The guy that got hurt? You talking about that guy? Who had those Raiders today? Rhino. That's a beaut, Rhino. We like that one. Josie Jewell on the silver for Carolina. And a Nico on the Prison Break for the Texans. All right, that's fair. I'll give you that one. Gibby. That's true. Jalen Polk for New England. And Jonah Ellis for Denver. Trey McBride for Arizona on the disco. That looks like a patch. We got, look at that. BTJ on the disco. I don't know if you're out there, Carter King, but that's a beaut. We approve. Yeah, someone's always willing to pay. All right, we got Will Reichard for the Vikings, Kid Reporter, Ivan Pace for the Vikings, and Jatavian Sanders, Premier Jerseys, going to Carolina. Yeah, I might have to look at stats of Alec Pierce. Was he the one I saw got a big old payday? What was that? Isaiah Likely to the Giants? There's so many moves, trying to keep track of them all. It's crazy. Hey, what's up, Kimberly? Hope you're doing good. Well, he has to be good because he's getting paid a lot. All right, there's our boy Tip for Arizona on the silver. Nealon for the boys. Rivers was fun to watch, though. Nealon again on the shock. And an Egrin Cooper. DeMarcus Lawrence for the Cowboys. And Flournoy for the Cowboys. It's a Cowboys box. I don't know if we're going to see it. Cortland Sutton on the silver. And Javon Bullard for Green Bay. Come on, case hit. Egrin Cooper on the shock for Green Bay. A.J. Barner for Seattle. Flournoy again. Cowboys own that box. And a Vidal for the Chargers. Dallas all over that box. All right. Let's upgrade to a mega, shall we? 2021. Oh, there's another pack in there. Get out of there, pack. There we go. All right, empty box. Good luck, everybody. You find good things. Miles Jack. Look at that beauty. Jalen Waddle on the pink right there. We like it. Miles Sanders on the press proof. Devin White, road to the Super Bowl. And Davis Mills for Houston. Old Davis Mills. I think he's still there. All right, Mr. Bradford. I know you approve. I know you approve. Come on, Kamara. I love they have to keep putting backwards cards in. All right, we got Daz Newsome for the Bears. Rondale Moore. We got his auto last time. Rondale Moore again. Rest in peace. Dominators Saquon for the Giants. And a PS2 for Denver. We approve. Hey, Browns fan, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We are doing well. All right, we got Jacob Harris On the rookie revolution for the Rams. Jabril Cox for the Cowboys. Ooh, we got back-to-back. Javonte Williams going to Denver. Sean Murphy Bunting. Champ is here. And Tommy Tremble for Carolina. I hope you make sure they know that they're not the real ones, Stinky. Does he block you? It seems like he would block you eventually. Hey, what's up, Kyle? Hope you're doing good. Oh, at some point, we're going to run into an auto here. We got back-to-back again. Jacob Harris and Tyson Campbell for the Jags. With a Michael Carter for the Jets on the free. And our old boy, Kyle Trask. Where is he today? Seriously, anyone know where Kyle Trask is? Did anyone pick him up? Did he just... Was that just the end of him? Baker Mayfield kicked him out of the league. Maybe Tampa Bay would have won some playoff games with Kyle Trask. Landon Dickerson for the Eagles. On the press proof, Quinnen Williams for the Jets. Saquon on the throwback. And Shi Smith for Carolina with a kid reporter. That's right, Kevin. He's at the car wash. He's still there? I thought they got rid of him. I thought Tampa Bay dropped him. He's really still there? Hunter Long for the Dolphins. Najee. All right, Najee. Appreciate you showing up. Kellen Mond, Elite Series rookies. What a true statement. And Greg Rousseau for Buffalo. When I think elite, I am thinking Kellen Mond. Last team says Atlanta? He really went to Atlanta? B-Wax, I know you had, I think you had Tampa Bay and Buffalo. B-Wax. All right, we should have an auto here. Good luck, guys. May we get a good one. May we get a good one. Josh Jacobs with the mask. Josh Palmer. No. Look at that. Come on. Amon-Ra, rookie auto. Let's go. That's my boy. That's fantastic. Who grabbed them? Was that Melly? Melly, are you out there, Melly? Hey, and you know what? The Lions sat here for a long time. They were there all day. All day. Congrats, Melly. I am very excited for you. That's awesome. That's a beaut. We did it. We did it. Drew Lock and Chuba for Carolina. Oh, what a great way to finish that box. Thank you, Amon-Ra. That's wonderful. All right. Zenith Hobby next. No, it is not numbered. It is not. Not numbered. But it doesn't have to be. It's Amon-Ra. Congrats. When I saw his name and the card backwards, I just figured Panini was trolling us somehow. But they weren't. All right. Whoa, we're just going to run right out with it. We are starting off with RPA, Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders, 270 out of 299. Like the patch. Jalen Hyatt for the Giants, 101 out of 299. Mike Evans on the class president. Going to Tampa Bay. We got Thunder and Lightning, Bryce Young, Jonathan Mingo for Carolina. And Tyler Scott, 26 out of 50. Going to, was that Stinky? It is Stinky. There you go, Stinky. You got a Tyler Scott. Oh, now I got Amon-Ra autos. That's a nice one, though. That is a nice one. All right, the love is getting spread around here. I know. What was missing in your life, Stinky? It is missing no longer. Tyler Scott has found his way to your heart and your mailbox. All right. Mosaic Hobby next. Good luck, everybody. Only Dan's, you need some love? All right. It's coming in your mailbox very soon, Only Dan's. You're going to love it. You're going to be like, oh, man. Finally. All right. Empty box. Good luck, everybody. All right, Gibbe. This could be a good one to find some Colts in. That's for sure. Also with plenty of base. All right, we got Barron for Denver. Mr. Tesla. Oh, there's our auto. Emin Worry. There you go, Stinky. On the Mosaic auto. For Seattle. Roma Dunze. That one is 168 out of 199. You're on a roll, Stinky. Garrett Wilson on the montage for the Jets. Lambjack, Meta Mastery, Kid Reporter. And RJ Harvey for Denver. And base. Yeah, Stinky, it is. And it's all yours. All right, we got Cam Miller for the Raiders. CJ Stroud on the silver. Going to Houston. Little J.J. McCarthy action on the red. Montez Sweat for the Bears on the Mosaic. We got Justin Jefferson, Moments in Time. JSN on the Light It Up silver Butte. And base. Basey. All right, so it's getting better. Rhino, the card of the break so far, I would say, is the Amon-Ra rookie auto. I'm also biased, though. All right, we got Jadon Blue for the boys. Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Look like we got another auto. Matthew Golden going to Green Bay with the other auto. 2 not numbered autos. That's kind of strange. That's kind of strange. That's going to Papa. All right, Papa. We got R.J. Harvey on the red for Denver. Jonathan Taylor Montage. Malik Neighbors, Men of Mastery. Kid Reporter. Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden pack. A lot of times there is an extra auto. So I can't say for sure there will be, but a lot of times there are. So we'll cross our fingers. Since there wasn't a numbered one, usually I would think we'd get a numbered auto. So I kind of think we're going to get something else, but we'll cross our fingers. Arian Smith for the Jets. James Pierce for the Falcons. There's a nice Milrow on the red, Stinky. Scary Terry on the mosaic. We got Jamar Chase Montage. Cam Ward, Men of Mastery. We like that, Titans. Very nice. Kid Reporter. Milrow again for Seattle. And all our favorite base. Yeah, sometimes Panini can be good for the extra auto, and I think Mosaic is one of those products. Sometimes we can speak it into existence, you know. All right, Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Riley Leonard for Indy. We got Jerry Jeudy for Cleveland on the stamps. That is 35 out of 149. Theo on the mosaic. Gibbs on the Men of Mastery. Center stage, Derrick Henry for the Ravens. And Judkins for Cleveland with some more base. All right, we got Devin Neal for the Saints. JT for Indy. Rich Gannon on the silver for the Vikings. Saquon on the mosaic. A-Chain Montage. Jackson Dart introductions. Very nice. Very nice, Giants. Is that Sin City today? I think that's Sin City today. And base. Giants, Sin City. We approve. We got Ashton for the Raiders. Savion Williams for Green Bay. Romeo for Green Bay. That one is 31 out of 99. Milrow on the mosaic. You're getting all the Milrows, Stinky. We got Kinchins on the Moments in Time for the Rams. Hampton on the splash. Very nice for the Chargers. Loveland for the Bears. And base. He is. If you are still looking for somebody, it's best to call it out in the chat. I've seen it happen so often where you just call it out and then they show up. So don't hesitate to call. Call on Sombrero Cat to help you. He's here. He's ready and willing. Only Dan's. You're going to get put in timeout, only Dan's. It's funny, every time we open that 2021 product, you can still get Ruggs in there, so I always cross my fingers I don't see them. We got Brooks for the Bengals, Membu for the Jets, Deion Branch on the silver going to New England, Fitzgerald for Arizona on the red, Warren Moon on the mosaic. And we got, this will handle this at the end, and I see there's two of them. Wow. Back to back. Kittle, Laporta. So we'll handle these at the end. Hopefully one of you gets each one. This one, though, is 9 out of 99. And base. Yeah, we'll settle that at the end. I forget about those carbon copies. Not always a big deal, but this time one's numbered. And we approve of that. All right, we got Ty Felton for the Vikings. Ricky White for Seattle. Singletary for the Bears on the silver. We got Will Howard for Pittsburgh on the red. Mahomes and Caleb Williams. I don't think I've seen this one yet, so we'll settle this one at the end. We got JSN on the mosaic montage. And all the base. Oh, thanks, Rhino, and thanks, Papa. I appreciate that. That saves us a little trouble at the end. Appreciate that, guys. So that's going to the Lions and the Bears. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, last pack magic. This would be a great time for that bonus auto to show up. Good luck, everybody. I'll do a recap after this, and once I get it all sorted, you know I'll help you out. Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay. Jalen Noel for the Texans. Arian Smith on the silver for the Jets. Luther Burden. You have to settle for Luther, it looks like. 16 out of 199. Going to Stinky. Tim Brown on the mosaic for the Raiders. We got Gibbs on the Moments in Time. Justin Jefferson on the montage. And, oh, good. We did get a Tet. And then I think the rest of this is base. Oh, man. I got drawers full of base, Rhino. You want to trade? Let me know. I'm here all week. All right, let me do a quick recap, guys. Appreciate you guys. Again, I'll have this on YouTube by tomorrow morning. I'll help you out if you had a rough one, and I'll be back Friday. We'll figure something out for Friday. All right, we had Dobbs was out of 99 for Green Bay. Hampton on the splash. RJ for Denver on the red. JSN on the lighted up. JJ on the red. Roma Dunze was out of 199. Emma Worry on the auto. Jalen Hyatt out of 299 for the Giants. Aiden O'Connell on the RPA out of 299. Mike Evans, class president. Thunder and Lightning for Carolina. Tyler Scott out of 50. Sanders on the premier jerseys. BTJ on the disco. Brock Bowers on the silver variation. Mike Evans. Luther Burden was out of 199. Jackson Dart on the introductions. Jerry Jeudy out of 149. Cam Ward, Men of Mastery. Milrow on the red. Matthew Golden auto. Amon-Ra rookie auto for Detroit. Najee, Javante, and Jalen Waddle. That was a good 2020.